When it's a movie, they get to put more budget into it, and you don't have to wait every single week, but you do have to wait a year.
Yeah, you do have to wait.
But
my first question, obviously this series was a show at first, and now we're jumping to the movies to finish the story. Why is that the best place to tell the end of this tale?
You know, initially I was kind of like not sure that it was. I'm a very traditional guy, so I like watching shows, and when they first introduced the concept of the movies, I was like, that's a weird way to end a series. But after I saw the last movie, Mugen Train, in theaters, it was just so much fun that I was like, I kind of want to have this experience again, you know, just with the live fan reaction and everybody getting really hyped, and then also watching it on a massive screen. And also, when it's a movie, they get to put more budget into it, and you don't have to wait every single week, but you do have to wait a year.
Yeah, you do have to wait.
But I was just like, yeah, sometimes you get to change your mind based on how you experience it, and I feel like that's a good way to close out the trilogy and stuff like. I mean, the series with a trilogy.
What can you tease about your character in this film and what they might bring to the table that's unique and fresh that we haven't really seen too much of in the actual show?
For me, this was the most exciting time for me to take on this character because I've been with him for like 5 and 6 years. I've developed my skills a lot as an actor, so it makes sense that this in the film is going to be the meatiest the character has ever been. There's a lot of emotions. It's really raw. It's really personal. It's such a personal story, and I've been waiting for a long time to get to tackle something like this, especially with a character that's more traditionally known for being comic relief, you know. So definitely, I'm excited for fans to see this whole new side of him that they're not really familiar with yet.
Now, last question for you. I do have to squeeze in another friendly neighborhood Spider-Man question. You're Amadeus Cho. In the comics, he does eventually become the Hulk. Is that something that you think fans can maybe hope to see kind of play out over the course of this show?
I have no clue because, you know, for me, I've always been a fan of like seeing character origins in like the movies and stuff like that, but I don't know what they want to do with it. I just know the story they want to tell right now is very cool. So I'm like, I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of having fun just playing a jerk. I don't get to do that a lot. So I'm like, I'm very excited to see what they do with it.
Well, thank you so much, sir, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a little chilly out here. I do feel like it could be hotter.
Yes, it could be. It could be worse.
I've been out here when it's like not good.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Well, I'm Russ Milheim from The Direct. Thank you so much for talking to me today about the film. Congratulations on it, first and foremost. It's always awesome to be here at the TCL.
Yep.
Now, my first question is, this series went from the show to now the movies to wrap up this story. Why is that the best place to do so?
Dude, I think when you see the fight scenes and the animation, and they are as epic as they are on the small screen, they're just going to be that much more epic on the big screen. So sound design, visually, like everything is just going to be popping off on the big screen.
I mean, I believe it. It already looks, from what we've seen, it already seems to be. What can you tease about your character in, you know, this movie, and kind of what fresh or unique things they bring to the table that maybe we haven't seen in the show too much?
Well, basically in this movie, you're going to see all hands on deck. All the characters that you maybe have seen glimpses of in the series, you're going to be seeing more on screen. So you're definitely going to need Noguchi to get in there and help out a little bit. They've got the odds stacked against them, so they're going to need all the help they can get.
What vague teases can you offer about the last 2 installments? You can be as vague as you want.
Okay. It's going to be epic.
Oh, all right. I love it. Last question for you. I do want to ask about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
What can you tease about Season 3? Come on, what can you do?
All right, Season 3, the culling game arc. Going into the Shibuya incident in Season 2, I said that I think we could be upon one of the best Season 2s of any anime we've ever seen. I truly believe, obviously I'm biased, that JJK Season 2 lived up to that hype with the hidden inventory arc and Shibuya. I think the culling games could surpass Shibuya, and I'm not just saying that. We get introduced to so many new characters. Obviously the trauma continues, but there's a lot to look forward to for Season 3 of JJK.
Well, I look forward to that, and I look forward to seeing this as well, and I hope you have a great, rest of your night here, celebrating.
Appreciate it, dude.
Thank you.
Hey, if you need anything from Zach Aguilar, let me know.
Okay, I will. I'll hunt you down.
Perfect. Thanks, bro. Thank you.
Good meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
being here is always super exciting, and it's going to be awesome to be able to watch this with everyone. I'm sure you're very excited about it too.
I'm super excited. It's so loud in here. I can hear like over there Zenitsu screaming his lines. To my right over here is my brother Tanjiro. It's just like, I love that so much of the cast is here, and I'm feeling that energy. It's great.
Now, my first question for you is Demon Slayer, you know, now this is going to be a big movie event that's going to wrap up the series with 3 movies. Why is that the best way to wrap up this series, the jump to film?
I don't know what the best way to wrap up a series like this is. It's so, you know, it's such an epic tale. But I think maybe they were thinking, what better, more epic way to wrap it up than 3 movies on IMAX.
It's pretty epic, I would say.
Yeah.
What can you tease about your character in this film that, like, what do they bring that's unique and or fresh to the story that we haven't really maybe seen much of yet?
Ooh, I can't spoil anything, so you'll have to watch the movie.
Well, there's a clear answer to this, is what you're saying.
We'll see, we'll see.
Okay, then I'll twist the question to, you know, with your experience on this movie, was there anything in particular that really stood out to you that, like, that was different than actually working on the show, or is it pretty much the same process?
As a voice actor, it's a similar process. For me, though, what was different was Lucian Dodge, who voices Akaza, directed me this time. Instead of our normal director, Steve Staley, I guess they like spread out a little bit, divided the duties. But so that was fun. I also think that this film has, you know, there's tons of action throughout the entire series. This movie has a lot of it.
Yeah, I believe it.
A lot of it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Last question for you. I do want to ask really quickly about Don. The director has previously teased that he knows exactly what he wants to do for season 3. Have you heard anything about that? And like, have you already maybe started working on a season 3?
I wish I'd heard anything about that. Usually, as actors, we're the last to know, so no. And if you find out, please let me know.
I will. I'll send you an email. All right. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
First question for you. Well, first of all, congratulations. It's always exciting to be here. Demon Slayer was a show. I mean, it still is, obviously, but now it's transitioning to the movies in order to tell the end of its story. Why do you feel like films are the best way to do that?
Oh, wow. I mean, I think it's cool to kind of get to go into the big screen. I do believe it's a different experience watching things on, in the theater. It's true that I've watched I've watched one of the last premieres where they showed the last 2 episodes of one of the series. They showed the last 2 episodes, and then they showed the next episode of the Swordsman Village. And when I watched it on streaming, I didn't cry, but when I went to the movie theater, I cried. It's the feel, I think, of the theater. It's the feel of the fans, and it's I don't know if you guys got that, but that's Inosuke. He screams at me a little bit, but yeah, no, I think it's awesome. It's beautiful to watch, so you have to see it in the theater if you can.
What can you tease about your character in this movie and kind of what they bring to the table that's unique and fresh that maybe we haven't seen from them previously in the show?
Something unique and fresh that Tanjiro brings. I think that's been the coolest thing about Tanjiro is he keeps to who he is throughout the entirety of the series, this movie included. But I think some cool moments in this movie specifically are him fighting alongside Giyu. I always liked Giyu as a character. Giyu kind of is the one who kick-started the whole series by allowing Nezuko to live and believing in Tanjiro. So I think it's nice to come back around to that and see that in this film.
Now, what can you tease, even as vaguely as possible, about the last 2 movies?
Epic battles and emotional moments.
Congratulations on all of this.
Thank you.
My first question is, Demon Slayer is bringing the conclusion of this story to the big screen as 3 movies. Why was the shift to films for the finale the best way to tell the end of that story?
I think often anime films, they tend to have a really complete sort of story beginning to end, as well as everything is dialed up to a 10. So the animation production, quality of animation, everything is dialed up. So if you're going to close out such a monumental worldwide franchise like this one, you want to close it out in the best way possible and get as many eyes as possible. You know, it's the only way you'll be able to see something like this in a format like IMAX, you know what I mean? So, of course, they're pulling out all the stops to make each film the best it can be. You know, they're like working in sections as opposed to like working all at once to like get the whole season out, you know?
What can you tease about your character in this film and like what they bring to the table that is unique and or fresh that we haven't really seen in the show, but in this movie you're able to do?
Oh man, I'm trying to like be able to tease it while avoiding spoilers. But if you know Genya, you know Genya's main driving force is to become Hashira and apologize to his older brother Sanemi, who is the Wind Hashira. Of course, everyone that we've been following in this franchise is trapped now in the Infinity Castle. So there will be a lot of seeing what Genya can do in the Infinity Castle arc. As people know, he's got that shotgun, but he also has this ability to be able to take on the properties of a demon. So the movies will sort of see how far they can push both of those things. And I think that's the most I can give you guys.
Oh, that's exciting though. Very last question for you. You're also in My Hero Academia.
I am.
What can you tease about that final season, and when are we going to see it?
Oh man, I believe the final season of My Hero comes out in October, and what I can tease is it'll probably be very similar to this premiere, as it's the culmination of that series as well. It'll be the most action-packed the series has been, the most intense it's been yet, so stay tuned.
I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing this one with everyone in the theater.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, my first question for you is, you know, the series is now taking the movies to come and finish the story. Why are movies the best way to finish this story?
Well, I mean, in the manga, right, there's only so much you can portray of the fights at the end. And at the last arc, where we are right now, these last few fights are some of the most incredibly choreographed things that you've ever seen in your life, right? So I feel like one of the only real ways to experience the full effect of it is in like a big theater like this, you know? Like it's candy for the eyes, candy for the ears. I'm really glad they went with this, you know?
Can you tease anything about your character in this movie and kind of what unique or fresh things they bring to the whole series through this film?
Absolutely. Sanemi is one of those characters. He's a Hashira. He's the Wind Hashira. Up until this point, he hasn't had the biggest impact on the story, but in this movie, it kind of sets him up for the next two down the line, and the next two, he has like such a huge impact on the film that I'm really, really excited to see.
I was going to ask what you could tease about those last two movies, but I guess that was the tease.
That's kind of spoilery, man. I don't know. People might get mad on me online if I said too much. You know?
Are we going to have to wait too long before we see those?
You know, it's probably going to be like 1.5 years until another one comes out. That's just pulling stuff out of my butt. I don't know exactly.
Not 2025 is what.
Not 2025, I'm guessing, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much and congratulations, sir.
Appreciate it.
My first question for you is, this series, you know, it was a series and now it is in movies to finish up this exciting story. Why is that the best place to do that?
Why is it
why are the movies the best place to tell the end of this story?
Well, because the scale is so big. I mean, I feel like the animation is so intense. It's a good excuse to spend a lot more money on making it look great. And then they could just put it all in one go, you know? Well, actually, it's 3, but there's so much. So, yeah, I think it's a good way to see it, and you can see it on the big screen. You know?
What can you tease about your character in this movie and kind of what they bring that's unique and kind of fresh that maybe we haven't really seen too much in the show?
Well, Giyu is in this one.
There you go. What does he bring to the table?
Well, I hope that he brings exactly what he's supposed to bring to the table, and you know, it's a specific point in his arc that I hope that you know, everyone enjoys seeing. You know.
Last question for you: are there any brief teases you can offer about the last 2 movies?
No. I have no. I mean, I know, but I can't say anything.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But we look forward to this one and those. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to be here. This is such a dream come true. Could not be happier. Might shed a few tears tonight. Happy tears, though.
If there were ever a place, this is the place to do it.
Safe space, right? We're all going to be ugly crying together.
What can you, so this series is now coming to the movies to finish the story. Why are the movies the perfect place to finish this tale?
Because it's larger than life, and Demon Slayer deserves no less. It's a big story, a powerful story, and it deserves a big ending.
What can you tease about your character in this film and kind of what unique or fresh things they bring to the story through this first film?
Well, Kanao has had a lot of growth in this story, and all I can say is that her growth story has not ended, and I'm so excited to share that with everybody.
Can you offer any vague teases about the second or third movie?
I cannot. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. Well, we're excited to see this one, and thank you so much for talking to me, and I hope that you have a blast tonight.
Thank you. You too.
Can you tease what new elements this movie will bring to the table when it comes to your character that maybe we haven't really seen too much of before?
Yeah, well, you haven't seen me a lot since like the first season, right? Tanjiro took my training and kind of went on. But I return to perhaps guard someone special.
She's just a beautiful.
Oh, tantalizing. Now, this series, brings this, it comes to the movies to finish this story. Why are the movies the best place to do that?
I think it's a big show. It needs a big screen, right? And also, a lot of times we watch anime, we watch it solo. We watch it at our houses, and this is a rare instance where you can enjoy it with a lot of people at one place, and that's huge.
Are there any vague teases you can offer about the last two movies in the series?
I know as much as you.
That's a good tease. I do. I really like that tease. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
My first question is just, this was a show, it still is, but now we're going to the movies to tell this story, the final 3 parts of it. Why are films the way to do that?
It is so incredible to watch anime on the big screen. We did this before with Mugen Train, and experiencing it with a crowd is so much fun. Like, I could feel everyone crying in the theater, and then when Inosuke shows up, everyone was laughing. So, I felt so immersed in the series, in the show, and I can't wait to do it again. I have not seen this movie yet.
How dare you?
I
haven't either.
I mean, this is the way to do it on the big screen.
Well, for you, can you tease, when it comes to your character, what is something fresh or unique that they bring to the table in this movie that maybe we haven't really seen before?
I mean, I think it's really clear what Inosuke is going to bring, and that's a lot of aggression and a lot of anger and a lot of dead demons. It's so cool being part of a series like this that everyone can enjoy. I keep saying Demon Slayer is bringing families together one dead demon at a time, and I think Inosuke is going to continue to help with that.
Last question for you. What are the most vague teases you can offer about the last two movies?
I can't offer any vague tease because I don't know what happens. I have not read the manga. They do not give us scripts ahead of time. I try to walk in there fresh. The first time I say the words is right there in the moment. So you get authentic reactions and authentic feelings from me. So you're going to get a lot of aggression, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, thank you so much and congratulations again.
Thank you.
It was great to talk to you. What's it like, being here for this film, ready to walk in and celebrate this movie?
I think this should be a celebration of anime as a medium, as a genre. It's incredible how in the last 7 years, it's really taken off. This is the biggest anime property on the planet, and getting to be a little part of that blows my mind. As just a kid from Cincinnati, I moved out here to do this for a living, and it's happening. It's real. It's actually tangible. I'm beside myself. And the people, honestly, production. Everybody who works in production, they deserve their flowers too. We're out here, we're the face and the voices and stuff. But there's tens of thousands of people that work on this across the world. I'm the English voice actor, but there's a Japanese, there's an Italian, there's a German. There's a little bit of everybody, and everybody. Since this is such a worldwide phenomenon, everybody loves it. Everybody wants to be involved. We're all weebs. We all love it. It's great.
Now the series has chosen to wrap up the story with 3 movies to the big screen. Why do you feel like moving to films is the way to wrap this story up?
I feel like it gives the artist, the mangaka, whoever's writing the story, the opportunity to sort of shape how they want it to be presented to the world. Manga at this point is pretty mainstream, but it's still kind of there's a barrier for entry. It's like comic books, right? You gotta crack that nut and then make sure that people are actually reading it. This is a way for them to get them to read those manga. This is a way for them to be like, okay, so we had to omit one or two things, or we had to add a line or two to make it real. But they also have those really hard-hitting fan moments. The famous lines, the big catchphrases, the special move call-outs and everything. So I think it's going to be more mainstream. I think more series should do this because anime costs a lot of money to make. So why not? If you're going to go to town, why not go on a Lincoln, man? Why not do it to the nines?
Last question for you. When it comes to this movie and your character, what can you tease about your character and what they bring to the table and what might be unique or fresh that we haven't really seen too much of in the show itself?
My character barely shows up in the show, if anything at all. He's maybe in 2 episodes. So this movie and then subsequent movies, if people have read the manga, they know what happens. And let's just say he shows up a little bit more and makes himself and his powers known.
Yeah, his presence is the unique element.
Exactly. Him being there is very intimidating. He doesn't say much, but when he does, everybody listens.
Which I'm sure you appreciate.
Oh, very much so. As a voice actor, oh yeah.
Well, sir, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing it with everyone else in the room.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
You too.